Yes, we're back again. And my face with this, people run away from me. Because even if you don't come my YouTube, I go find you, come your WhatsApp. Someone is going to post me on your WhatsApp, either you like it or not. Yes, and you're back to the Revive podcast. You know how we do it. My name is Ola Oluwasanmi, and with me...
My name is Oluwafunmilola Osoko, but you can call me Omidon, because I love to be called that.
She loves to be called Omidon because heart rub. And to my Diok. Give her the name.
That was unnecessary. That's what I'm supposed to be part of.
Wait, hold on. Because sometimes you use some words to qualify some people, to make them show that, yeah, they're good, but then a thief is a thief. Somebody that steals heart robber, is a thief. Why do we...
Now, talking about that's a heart robber. You just give me a very sharp flashback on Kaha.
Yeah. You know.
I know.
Yeah, you know. And it was painful that was like, because he tried to drop some other songs, but then he just...
I think just when he just had to lay low because of the whole drama that comes with being a celebrity. But he's still a celebrity. He lives in the US and is married with kids.
And now, I didn't know he was married with kids, but thank you for the information. Now it takes us to that topic, the topic of today. We're talking about the financial pressure on creatives. Kaha is in America. Probably he's still an artist, but then I'm very certain that one of the reasons why he's not in the industry is probably because of the stress. Because so I tell people this all the time. I tell creatives this, especially music industry. The industry you are paying a lot of money. We be say the money no get receipts, and that's crazy. So you could spend 200 million naira, but then there's nothing to show for if the artist didn't blow. Is that not crazy?
Also.
So yes, we're talking about financial
pressure. Thinking about the money part is, they have a budget now, so they should know how the money is handled.
In this industry, we have budget. Okay, so you could wake up today, you shoot your video, 5 million naira. It's a lot of money. You shoot one video, 5 million naira. Today, you are going to the same director. That's some parts. See. Okay, so now I'm not putting a pressure on your life now.
Absolutely.
So if you want to have a clearance shoot and all the stuff, guys, it's like 5 million naira above. So if you say you don't get reach that amount, you quote your quotes according to your size.
Size? No, that's the old adage. You cut your coat according to the fabric that you have for your material.
Okay.
So if it's 2 yards.
Oh man, yeah. So what we are saying today, so I'm not trying to put any pressure on you, but we say, imagine how you shoot a video for 5 million now. And that's a lot of money. For a while you go to Ghana, and then you go back 2 weeks after, and then the same director is telling you now, price don't change. They use this word all the time. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
It's just that when you get an award, very renowned producer director, or probably an artist get an award, all they have to do is, yo, thank you so much for this award. Ladies and gentlemen, my precious.
Went up.
Result my Kangara out on stage.
And the painful part is this. So a lot of the time, we don't try to look at people. So I feel like when you really see people, you would know how to charge them. Now, this is me speaking from the point of, I was once an artist, and I understand that there's a lifestyle pressure on an artist. There's a way you are supposed to look, there's a way you're supposed to dress, there's a car you're supposed to drive. So if you don't live to that perception, the way they value you drops. So it's more like if you're coming to a show and they know that you came in Uber, say you don't get car. Now, it's not like you parked your car home, that you don't have it. I'm telling you for a fact, the price will drop. Because like, if you talk to you won't charge 3 million, I tell you, what do you want you 3 million to do?
It's just about package.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So in itself, if we really look at people, like we really look at them, you know how you go look person, we go say, I see you, even if you don't want to tell me about yourself. Like I really, just like somebody is trying to package. The guy don't package finish, but they talk, say, let's go eat. The guy, they drag back. He should say you don't get money. Because if you get money, I go first. You say, "Baba, how far now? Let's go eat."
Oh, okay. Let me just use Jervas would say, like I forgot couple and she. Let me. So there was this time I was not supposed to be at work because I was supposed to be somewhere else, but due to traffic of that day, I was told not to go for that assignment anymore. So I had to resume back to work. So I interviewed an artist, and an English artist, say, and when he met me, he was like, "Oh, you are doing me though," and I'm like, "Yes, I am." And he was like, "I hear that you like my music so much." I'm like, "Yes, I like your music, but you don't like me." And I'm like, "I don't like." He's like, "Okay, let's go for lunch. Let's talk about it."
Wow.
So that was like him being Bugakwe.
Yeah, now that one, no, but then I like the see. Shout out! I don't know who that person is. Maybe after now we're going to talk about it. I'm going to ask the person. But I like the approach you used. So here's what I know about branding.
Yeah.
In branding, I said you're selling your name, your face, and your content at first. But there's what is beyond branding. You get to a point where you're selling your personality, you're selling your initiatives, you're selling your ideas. Do you get me? That's when you become bigger than just a brand that is selling music. That's when you could be relevant in maybe political relevance, you're relevant in society, in other industries and all that. When they know your personality, your initiatives is wilder than just the music. So they don't.
Shout out to people like Victor.
Shout out to people like Victor. He's very intelligent. You could listen. Shout out. You could listen to people like that outside of music. So the person understood that. Okay, you like my music. You've not met me in person, so you don't like me. So there's something missing there. So maybe it was something I'm portraying on TV. Now, come here, let's go have a conversation so you can meet me in person. Now, so the person is trying to sell his ideas about life, except maybe if he doesn't know what he was doing. Because if you guys have that conversation, he is so sure of himself that you can't sit with me for the next.
At the end of the conversation, he was wowed because I got to know some things that he thought a lot of people don't know. That's one thing about me. Yeah. If I want to focus on an artist, focus on an artist, I get to know some things that you think I don't know.
So most of the time when you come to the conclusion that I don't really like this person is because you know the person beyond.
I don't hate them.
Yeah, I know.
There are some reasons why I'm like, I don't like.
Hate is a strong word.
Very strong word.
No, so
I'm like, I don't like this person. There's a particular thing that I don't like, and he was like, okay, off the camera, I literally did this, but I'm surprised that you know, because you don't live with me. You don't even know where I live. And I said yes. So he asked questions on how I was able to figure that out, and I told him, I did this. I was like, okay. Can you work with me? And I no, I can't work with you.
Whoa. I like the guy because I think he's willing to. So if somebody says, I don't really like you, and then he's willing to allow you come work with it. You know what it means? Okay, so if you don't like this about me, maybe you can influence me. Maybe I could. Do you get me? So
sometimes some of those artists, they just want to push. Now, if you're an emerging artist, I would advise you to always make sure you put out a positive comment on the A-list and B-list, C-list and the D-list artists, because you might not know what's listening. Now, an example is 4 days ago, I saw a tweet by Yaya. Now, there's a song called Oreo. Oreo is a song when he was with that.
The previous living. He was with them now. I think he's still with them.
And, he was one of their main artists at the time. So Oreo was a song that had a female backup. The female backup was a singer, but I think she's not a singer right now. But the thing is, he put up something on Twitter. I was like, the song is old. I'm looking for a collaboration. Can you people just tell me who to put on the remix of the song? The song is so old, but I think I could do something. And I had to put on notification on his page. I follow him. I'm a fan. But I had to put it on his page, and everybody was saying, oh, this is she. So people were putting and deleting. They're so confused. At this point, I said, okay, now, how about you put Chris Brown on the song? You know why I say Chris Brown? I said Chris Brown because I know that Yaya can get Chris Brown to put on that song. And trust me, if Chris Brown puts the international magic on that song, that's going to come out again. Because Chris Brown is known to sing to people like Yaya. They like sexy songs, sexual songs, I must say. They like songs that have to do with women. It's sexual appeal. and all of it. And that was the final thing. I said, yes, I got the feature. Thank you so much.
Oh, so he said,
right.
Oh, nice.
And that's just it. So somebody came to my DM, not him, I think somebody from the label or from the management. And she asked some series of questions, and I made her understand this is why I said this, this is why I said this. And she's like, your what was just a line, but as if you've had this thing inside of you.
Yeah.
And I said, over the years, I think that's the best person that can come up on that song.
Wow.
And she was like, okay, we really need to meet you. Let's have a meeting.
Oh, shit. So,
so the thing is...
No, before we are on, you the wine me. So when you see opportunity, so when you go see them, please carry me along. I don't be handbag, but if you help you carry something.
No, you just be like, my body.
No. If you put God there, I will be your bodyguard.
I don't like that word.
I would gladly do it.
But that's just it. You need to understand what works for each person. Now, this is me having an understudy on various artists. If I put my mind to it, I can study up on socials. I don't need to meet you. I don't want to know where you live. I don't want to know your friends. Just for me to see up on socials, see the comments and your followers. What your followers say, what your followers do. These are followers that you know that you both follow each other.
Yeah.
Those ones, stylishly, they let us in on some things that we don't want.
True.
So that's...
I think sometimes from the tweets, you could take a clue and all that. So, I mean, back to what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think causes these financial pressures on these creatives?
Financial pressure is money.
Yeah.
Money and everything that money can buy to make you an artist. Now, if you're an artist, you imagine an artist, you're just trying to come out. Put money second. Creativity first. Because you don't have the resources to do this. So you're looking for a buyer. You are like an agent trying to market a whole building, an expensive real estate building. Now, what do you do? How do you market yourself? How do you sell? Now, money is key. But like I said in the previous episode, I said your circle matters a lot. Because your circle, you could have somebody, if you're still in school, you have a bigger picture for yourself. You can paint a bigger picture for yourself. You need to look for somebody who knows how to do video editing, somebody who knows how to write content. You think those scripts that you see on TV or on Instagram are just more done, those that are well-sorted words, well-sorted content that is being put together to make something out. Now, if you have an opportunity, you might just see a producer who falls in love with you. And he or she would definitely sound, sorry for the F word. They just want to stay with your sound. They understand the element of the kind of music you make. So that's just, you need a lot of people. Now, money. Family will always promise you. Shout out to the ones that have families who support the career in music. Family always support you. Now, family supporting you, you need to find out the ones who support you, not by amount, but by financial help, and also channel energy into what you do. Now, my brother, you did do music. I support you on 100. Now I'm out of mouth.
Now, do you know most of these people, most of these family members that we talk about, they don't know how much you need. They just try to support you. So take, for instance, somebody is giving you 500,000. To them, it's a lot of money because the business is dust.
I have a friend that's into music. His name is Sido. Sido has got families who put him on payroll. So it's like, some members of his families, what they do is, at every month or 3 quarters, they give him an amount of money.
That's what I'm saying. Now, to them, they've invested a lot. But all of that put together is not even enough money to promote a project.
God, take me to my helper.
Which is what I'm saying. So there's a place where, so I like the way you said it. When you said that it was the lifestyle that actually puts the financial pressure on people because it's what money can buy a lot of time. And then here's the thing. So you were trying to teach, a lot of creatives how to
manage
what they have. Sometimes get people who can do these things because most of the time it's the pictures, the graphics, the videos that takes up this money to get me because you have to consistently do this, the audio.
No, a cameraman.
Exactly. So
it doesn't matter. See, let me tell you now, there's another thing about being the cameraman being nice or the content creator being nice or the dancers, right, being nice to you. Now, how much energy do you use or put into appreciating.
Yeah, that one also plays a role.
How much energy do you put into it? Me now, I be upcoming artist. I never blow. I get people where they try to help me do what I want to do. Now, if I see person who needs that my guy help, are you going to call that person to get the job?
Yeah.
So that thing. So it's a give and take thing. Nobody be user.
I feel like this is what I believe. A lot of artists don't understand the industry they're in. I think that's a problem. Now, what I mean by that is, if you understand that the industry you're in as a creative, there are also all other creatives in that industry.
Okay.
Now, this industry is an industry that has modeling, has photography, video, styling as an industry, under that industry. And you understand that these creatives, they need money to also promote themselves. So the pressure of the money, the amount of money they need to be out there would be what they'll put on you. I mean, we talk about EPS3, which they are defied us because, I've had Omidan over time. Now, people who's been listening to you, who know Omidan, they expect you to come in a certain way. Exactly. Exactly.
If you are looking for Omidan with... Let me not go into this.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask one question. Do you expect somebody that's been paying attention to you, listening to you every blessed day, to jam you in a downfall?
Okay, jam you.
No, I'm just saying, do you...
Okay, no, they don't expect...
That's what I'm saying. So in itself, they're putting a perspective of a certain standard of life that you should live.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the time, most of these OAPs, that's why I don't blame them when they charge these artists, because now you are meeting this OAP. It's not like you like him or you like her or you have a conversation where you just want her to play your song because she has a platform, which means tomorrow, if she's no longer in that station, you will not reference her. We've seen these things play out back and forth. So a lot of the time, it's not about what you can give sometimes, what you can get sometimes. It's about how you value these people, how you talk to them, how you engage them, how you relate with them, which is a shout out to how you put it.
Respect,
but
very key.
This is what we need to understand. The industry is an industry that has a lot of other industries in there. Video, like shooting videos is like a whole industry in itself.
It takes a whole state to get a video done.
Yeah. Do you understand that just shooting one video, you need a lot of crew members?
Yeah.
Do you understand that these people might not be seen for the rest of their lives? So when you're coming to a set, that's the truth.
Behind the scene,
yes. So when you're coming to a set and then you're coming there acting like, be celebrity. Yeah. Now those ones go even they tell their boss, say, God, no allowed, no. So the next time you're coming to them, that guy go tell you, say, bros, I want to work with you, but then my money is 10 million. He's trying to scare you with money. But if now person is the first time you come to the set, everybody like you. Now them go to put pros alpha. Why won't go work with this guy? Now, there's a lot of things that, although yes, it's money intensive, but there's a lot of things that money can buy that it takes your humility, your humanity, your engagement that would get you stuff like that. Yeah. And when you don't have that, then the only thing you have is money. So I give people this example. If, take for instance now, Dr. Kul FM is not, I don't know him. Like I know him, but I don't know him together. Now, imagine that I'm an artist, I'm dropping a song, the very day his younger brother, like his immediate blood brother, younger brother is dropping his song. And I pay him 150,000 or 200,000 because I don't know him to please, bro, after I need to play my song. And also he has the ability he wants to please brother's song. Do you think he will play his brother's song lesser than he will play my song? He will play his younger brothers more because it was a relationship. This industry thrives on contact and relationship. Absolutely. The people you don't know who are charging you a lot of money, there are some people they're not taking a dime from.
Isn't all of this? Do you know some of these artists are so rude?
Exactly.
They are so rude, and me, I've learned to ignore the rude part of you and just work with your song. Okay. Yes, my colleagues complain about it, but because they feel like this person. Sometimes at work, we'll be like, I listen to a song. I don't literally need to know you. I might be on the space.
She does that a lot. She will be on the space and she'll say, send your song to me now. And sometimes some people think, who is this person telling me to sing?
And some don't even say that, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, I listen to your song and your song is good. Can you just say your song to me? I expect you to come to my DM because for me to be on that space, I came there for a reason. You don't just happen to say, I hear your songs. And sometimes when I'm vibing to the song and I make a video and post on my socials, my colleague from other radio stations like, we know we do song, and my God, is a lie. I don't know him. I'll be like, now my song go, now my artist be this. And they'll be like, oh, okay, song makes sense. So send out, you should take clean. They'll be like, it's song clean because they don't want to stress themselves trying to clean the song and everything. I'll be like, they clean this, okay, no, Allah. Send out. And they play. And you know, the rude part is they play the songs, they tweet off the radio station social media handles, and those artists don't even like the songs. And those are things that you can, as an artist, if you walk up to those people I'm talking about, they will tell you to go and bring a huge amount of money to play your songs.
Yeah.
And because they say that, we don't use this one. Okay, it's my personal play. I take so much energy in sending my colleagues from radio stations, other radio stations to play. And this artist refused to like and retweet. And trust me, my colleagues, they have shame in their head. I know my friends, they do it. So once they do it once, twice, you don't do anything about it. You don't even say thank you. They stop playing songs. They can't off their belt.
There was an artist that I was working with, and I was always helping the person. So when radio stations plays the song and then they tweet, I would go there, I would retweet with the person's team, so more like, the fan page and all that, the fan handle. And then I'll retweet and then I'll comment, thank you so much. The person bossed me, why am I doing that? It's their work to do it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Whose work? Like, whose job? Now, I knew that because I was once an artist. It's a privilege out of the millions of people who are artists.
Let me give you one of the many reasons why I advise artists to always do that thing, is because the social media handler understands all of these things. So it's not left for the handler to give a feedback to the presenter or the librarian and say, oh, the song that I played today, it was one of the songs that was sent into the office email. And trust me, the engagement on that tweet a lot. So let's just put it in. Let's read it again for a week. And send a circular and say everybody clear your belt. Reason why? It's a give and take thing. It's drawing traffic to us, and also it's drawing.
How does somebody even if I don't play the station, does it hurt you to just retweet?
One of the rules for NBC is songs are not meant to be paid for.
Yes.
It's one of the rules for NBC rule. But sometimes there's something that a lot of artists don't know. There are different types of rotation. There's something they call power play. Those power plays are what you see on when Davido songs comes out and everybody is playing the song back to back. One song can come on 10 times in a day. That is what's called power play. So you're paying for airtime. Don't forget, your songs are not 10 seconds. They are 3 minutes. So 3 minutes, they charge you according to the advert rates. So some of those people, when they go through the front doors, if they say a song is 13,000 naira, 525 naira. So one play is 13,525 naira times 10 times a day, times 31 days in a day. So 10 times a day, times 31. So that's paid for airtime. So it's airtime money. But if you have an OAP there, the person would always try to hype your songs when he or she's on shifts. Just that, because if you pay for songs to be airplayed, the circular goes round to all the OAPs and duty continuity announcers that the song should be played out via also the DJs. So the circular for that song, this song doesn't pay for songs rotation for a period of time. So it's a period of time they give to you. So if you're lucky to have somebody friend there, the person can help you extend the play according to the engagement on socials.
See, I see people a lot of the time. You go on socials and then somebody played your song and then tweeted about it. And then all you could do is just munch it and post it on your WhatsApp that, yeah, they just played my song. But then you could not engage. Either
so the energy to screen munch or screen grab and put it in your WhatsApp status.
No, the energy to retweet is more stressful than munching and posting on your WhatsApp. You know the thing is this, and I don't see this stopping anytime soon. It's all in the perception. The way they see Wizkid behave, which is, it takes me down to one of the reasons why there's financial pressure on people.
They have handlers. Now, I want to let you in on something. If an artist tweets, let's give an example of Davido, Wizkid and Burna Boy. If the tweet, there's a way that tweet is constructed. There's a construction to whatever they put out. Now, let me tell you, if they put out something and the social media handlers say no to it, automatic, in the next few seconds they delete.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
there's a
that's
notification on that hand.
that's the reason why, you know, it's like it's a business where you are trying to put out an image, and that's where branding comes into play. There's what they want the people to see. That's why sometimes the Burna Boy will tell you that he's the one tweeting now. He's not his handler.
Yes, it gets the time, because sometimes the handlers, it might just be a conversation between the crew,
Yeah,
and they're like, let's just put this thing out.
Yeah, so sometimes Burna Boy, maybe there's a comment or something that he wants to reply to. So this is the reason why people have handlers, because they feel like you're emotionally attached to your brand. So when people tweet at you, sometimes you might say some things that is very weird, very awkward. The replies
They
maybe.
open it before you even get
You get
to
me?
it.
So when you have the handlers handling it, they are not emotionally attached to it. It's just that it's their work. So there's a professional way to respond to maybe abuses and all that. But it takes me down to the level, which was what I was saying earlier, why people have these emerging artists have financial pressures. You want to be like Wizkid. You want to behave like Wizkid. You want to act like him. So you know Wizkid when maybe like a Star FM.
You say that you want to be like it's not your manager.
God bless you for that. So imagine that you have a Star FM plays Wizkid song. Maybe it's not even online when Star FM played and then tweet about it. So Wizkid didn't have to retweet it. So now you're having a perception of all those A-listers, they know they retweet. So why would they retweet without like? Yeah, fuck it. Oh,
They have handlers.
That's what I'm saying.
Pay handlers.
Do you even know? That's what I'm saying. So as it is, as you be, Shey na Sunday already manage you. Shey you don't perform for you don't collect Grammy. Shey you don't perform for.
No, don't say Grammy. Nomination.
Exactly.
Because I'll tell you, sometimes if you get nominated in all of these categories, trust me, it's a win.
Yeah.
Nomination is a win for you. For you to be among those categories is a win. But just like Nigeria, you have to carry level 2 the stadium runner. I didn't know how to abuse this. But the thing about it is, I would want to ask you something. If you want to be like Wizkid, let me not speak English. The rough road that Wizkid passed through, can you go through that?
Yeah.
Or can you go back to that time? Because you want to be like Wizkid. You want to wear new clothes. You want to wear from A-list designers and big designers.
You don't want to change clothes.
You want to change clothes. You want to wear one clothes for one event. How you won't take one now?
You only want to rotate clothes. That's the one.
You don't even have only draw sponsors. How do you do it? So it takes a whole lot to get those things done. But for me, I'd advise you, cut your coat according to the material that you have.
Now, this takes me to, a certain tweet I saw on Twitter. It was from a certain Bowale Adeyanju. This is a 2020 tweet, and that's to tell you sometimes our tweets can go way back. His name is Otewale or something. Now, he said, and I quote, that one thing about alternative artists is that they really do not do music solely for financial gains. Hence, why they never bend to prayers from commercial artists. So I think bending to the prayer from commercial artists is the same thing as, now Wizkid is flying a private jet, Wizkid now drives an expensive car, Wizkid's video is so amount of money, and so you are trying to put yourself in that same shoe, trying to be like that, and now you're putting your life under that financial pressure. And this is what I tell people all the time. There's a conscious mind, and a subconscious mind. Now, the subconscious mind is the point where all of the ideas come from, the creative ideas and all that. Mm-hmm. But it's also the part where information and knowledge are stored. Mm-hmm. Now, because information and knowledge are stored in this very place, it just means that every time you're putting a prayer of, I want to buy a car, mm-hmm. the information goes into that subconscious mind, mm-hmm. where you have that emotions and everything. And it just automatically means that it puts a prayer on, so how do we make money now? Mm-hmm. How do we buy a private jet now? Now that shift, that naturally shifts the attention and the focus of the mind from, let's make a song, mm-hmm. to, let's go look for how to buy a car. That's why some of them go outside of the creativity to, maybe they want to probably have maybe a sugar mommy somewhere, or maybe they're trying to do something, because now the mind is not focused on the music.
That one is not. There's no more. I don't call that kind of feeling peer pressure. I think it's because you don't even want to. You don't really know who you are. Now, as an artist, you need to relax, sit down, lean back, and just try to understand who you are. Who am I? What do I want to do? In the space of 2 years, what do I want to do? And just try to be your brand. I understand the fact that Baba, will I be a mentor? Mentee in the industry. I don't look out to you, but I won't be like you. I don't blow all of those.
Even that vibe of I won't be like you, they always there.
I won't be like Messi. He's a name Balogun. That's the thing. He's a name Balogun.
You need to be confident in yourself. You guys be yourself. Like you don't want me. Like
I want to be now. If I do like that now, sometimes I think about people from this Maven crew. I wonder how they feel.
Feel as in because then. Sometimes
they are still coming.
You know the good thing is because it's like a family. Okay. Unlike, so I'll give you an instance. EME then, they're like a family, but everybody get their own hustle.
Yes.
But then still everybody get their hustle. Scared me because I think that was even one of the things that affected skills. Why he stopped rapping, he was then singing. There's a prayer of, you know, see what Whiskey did. Now they might not tell him, but when he's seen that, not only Whiskey did get shows and all that. But I think in a Maven, it's set up like a proper label where you go through a process. I think that process will have taught you a lot of things. It's not like you're just coming out and recording something. They'll teach you how to record a song, do a lot of things. That's why I think it's well established.
If you finally see yourself in that situation, probably get an opportunity to have an academy, you go for it. And also, if you don't have anybody, I always tell people, then shout out to all these music platforms where you can just bring out your song, even if you never buy a car, even if you never blow, your songs can still come on, you can still do content, and you come out there. Because I was talking about Kate, right? This new artist, Kate. And I see him going everywhere. Now, some of the OAPs that I have, and some broadcasting is on my contact, I see them welcoming him in different parts, like in Benin. As far as Benin, I have friends, I'm relative with OAP friends in Benin. And I see that he was there, social media rounds, what I call social media rounds, even as Abuja, social media rounds and everything. And I'm like, okay, this person was signed by Sydney.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a content creator sign an artist?
No. I like Sydney's energy, and I think he's a record label owner who acts like a friend. He acts like a friend.
That's what.
So a lot of the time,
a lot of record label owners don't do it, and they need to do it, because if you see somebody to be your friend, and he or she is available to give you advice and never criticize you, that makes you comfortable to do things for yourself.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea, man.
Yeah, I mean,
because they had their friends. Adekunle had his friends that's cool. Yeah, they had their friends. Simi has her friends that are cool. Because right now, I think they're somewhere in the world, they're enjoying themselves. So, Oremi, she had all of her friends that are cool, likewise the husband. So, it makes them feel good. Trust me, that trip, you go bet plenty songs.
It's possible now, yeah, because I mean, it's a lot of friends in the circle. And that's one thing you creatives also need to realize. You need to find ways to cut, so here's what happens. There's the point when you have talent. There's a point when the talent becomes a business. By the time the talent becomes a business, you are at that point when you need a lot of team members. Do you get me? That's going to work with it. And if you don't have the resources where you just have a talent, then what you need to do is find the people you can fill into these places to be able to help you, especially when you're not signed to a label yet. You need to find people who are going to help you fill up in these places, or your photographer, your manager, your DJ, find friends, and then that would not put a pressure on your life. And also, like Omidon said, you need to find somebody you're comfortable working with.
When you meet somebody and they're like, oh, I'm an artist, and okay, we'd like to see you meet you again. You mean me and my team? Do you know what it means? You're already telling somebody that
you are not calling it no. And they take you serious.
Yes, I have a team. And they'll be like, are you signed? You said no. I said, my team has got me on 100. The person was like, what's the next team?
Excellent.
Oh, the record level. And at the end of the day, when you go to your first visit, Now the person to give you 10 million naira. And then, so have a team and everything. Like, oh, really?
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. And it gets to a point. I'd advise you, when it gets to the money part, don't be jealous and be contented.
All right, so that's that about today's conversation about financial pressure, how these creatives put a lot of pressure on themselves. And I hope you've been able to get a thing or two. Today's conversation is not heated, but then, I mean, we still have to do the game. Our police are not going to allow us the rest, so we have to do. Omido, you will look.
If you don't come. Okay. Here you go, your passport.
This is shake from my hand.
Okay. Let's see, I rose.
You're supposed to understand. You're supposed to get this one.
Oh, yeah, now, try me. Try me.
You know that guy we go last week? Where the hell is?
Ordinaka.
You know, she.
It's Ordinaka now.
Now, the word is in the sentence, the word is in the sentence. Now, if he's not a dancer, what is he?
All right. Should I?
Yes, now.
I should go ahead.
Now, it's a five word sentence.
5-word sentence. And what are those words you mentioned earlier?
Is there, a is there, and then that person, so complete the other word. Like 2 more words. So if he's not a dancer, what can you think?
If Ordinaka is not a dancer, he'll be the hype man.
Then, so just said.
Ordinaka. Okay, so if properly, so Ordinaka is wrong. Ordinaka name is school. I have to say that because I don't know. A lot of people always mix it up. His name is Ordinaka.
Yes, I know. So what I'm saying is this. Now, the word you just said is Pokoli is a hype man.
Pokoli is not a dancer.
No. I'm just saying, if he's not a dancer, I gave you a clue of the hype.
If he's not a dancer.
So you give, no, I said that. If he's not a dancer, what is he? You said hype man, so good. Now, he said Pokoli is a hype man. But then one word is still missing. Those are 4-word sentence.
Pokoli is... Oh, man. I just get A1 in this question.
You're almost, by now I would have scored you A1.
Not a dancer. Pokoli should be a hype man.
Yes, now.
I know him very well.
I know, like I know you got the hype man. You're just missing. Okay, let me just tell you. There's no stress. I don't want stress.
But I try. Give me number. Give me percentage. About what?
He said Pokoli is a good hype man.
Yeah. I get it.
You didn't get anything. I gave you the expo.
He didn't good, but I got it. Because I know him very well, so that's just it.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who's
and I like him. I like Pokoli because he smells a lot.
Yeah, I think he's a happy person. Like that's the word. He's a happy person. You could see that. I think like one of the time
when he came for his clearance to school, I was opportunity to meet him in school. I think we entered seeing. Okay, he was inside the whole, principal officer's elevator. So I was there. So he entered. He just smells. Hello, how you doing? I'm like, I'm fine. That's what the guy had. I would say, I'll be hyped. I saw him on the street. I was just my casual self. Yeah, but he was nice. I was like, why are you here? He said, I came to do my clearance. I need to go to the back door. Can you help me check? Because he can't come through the front door. So he's like, when you go out, just let me check that.
Shadow mark.
Enter motor. Let me quickly call my driver to meet me at the entrance. Because they say,
phone call. Somebody that finished from your school, you go see him now. Go tear him to pieces now.
No, he's not really far now. His mother's house is just adjacent to you.
All right, so shout out to everybody who's been with us since we started. I hope so you've been able to learn anything or two.
I appreciate it.
Now, this is what we're trying to do. We are not saying we know it all.
You don't know anything of it.
But from my little knowledge and from our little experience, everybody, we're just trying to tell you the bit that we know. And one thing that I think you should take away from today is don't put a pressure on yourself trying to be like somebody else. I think that's the main reason why there's financial pressure. I tell artists this all the time. There's the time when you have the talent. It becomes a business when you get a record label putting money on you. Until then, cut your coat according to your
material.
Shout out.
Don't put size. Material.
Yeah.
You can be slim now and be fat later.
Yes. And then also, please follow us on all our socials. Revive_visuals. The visual with the S.
YouTube,
Twitter,
and Twitter.
yeah. And then drop a comment for us. Shout out.
Drop a comment for me. I'm expecting you. Yes, you, that fine girl. Tune in. All right, make sure you put on the notification.
We are expecting you, that fine girl. We're expecting to hear.
Talk to your guys now. How you?
No.
Copy your dark. Talk to your guys.
God created
Are you
us.
telling me?
God created all of us.
Okay, we are all created by God. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. See you next time.